Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Dua Esrar. Emily Haugen has the night off. The city of La Crosse wants to purchase a building on the city's north side for affordable housing, but some council members say they still do not know specific details about the purchase. According to the documents posted online, city leaders may purchase the former Marine Credit Union building located on the corner of Monitor and Avon Street to create roughly 30 affordable housing units. According to the resolution, the city can use up to roughly $2.6 million of American Rescue Plan Act funds. The city received ARPA funds to invest in housing and neighborhoods for low-income families, including those who are homeless. Council member for District 11 Jennifer Trost says council members decided to put the resolution forward and address the city's affordable housing issue. News 8 Now asked Trost if the 30 housing units would house its unsheltered population from Huska Park. Trost says she did not know specific details about the resolution and could not confirm nor deny if the building would be used to house the unsheltered. City officials have less than 7 weeks to find a place for its unsheltered population. Many are staying at campgrounds in Huska Park, which is set to close on October 31st. The Community Development Committee will review the resolution at Tuesday's meeting. This is a developing story, so stay with News 8 Now for updates. And a key deadline is looming closer in the lawsuit regarding the FBI search of Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. It comes even as the Justice Department filed notice that it is appealing the decision to appoint a neutral third party to review the documents taken in that search. Each filed 2 recommendations for the role and told the judge they will submit their responses to the others list. Christian Benavides reports from Miami.
The Justice Department and former President Donald Trump's legal team have submitted potential candidates to be the so-called special master to review the documents the FBI confiscated from Trump's Florida home last month.
You need somebody with top security clearance. You need somebody with that level of expertise.
Earlier this week, a Trump-appointed federal judge approved the former president's request to have a neutral third party sift through the seized materials. But on Thursday, the Justice Department filed notice it is appealing the judge's ruling. The DOJ has also asked the judge to partially stay the ruling so that investigators can continue to review the 103 most sensitive documents seized here from Mar-a-Lago, including the ones that were marked top secret. The Justice Department argued that the investigation and the public could be irreparably harmed by the pause.
They're saying to the judge, there's a real and pressing harm here. The national security community has to be able to continue to see if there are other classified documents, what happened to these classified documents, and we need to be able to continue with our investigation.
The Trump team has until Monday morning to respond to the DOJ's request. Also Friday, another federal judge in Florida dismissed Trump's lawsuit against a group of people from the 2016 presidential election, including former Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. He claimed they conspired against his campaign. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Palm Beach, Florida.
The judge said in the ruling that Trump's claims fail on the merits at every step of the analysis. The former president's legal team says it will appeal immediately.
Well, we needed the rainfall, and it was a good soaking rain. Unfortunately, the timing not so great, being on a Saturday. And check out these totals, well over an inch in parts of Houston County. Houston and Hoka both saw totals of 1.3 to 1.74 inches. 9/10 in Lafarge, close to that in La Crosse out at the airport. About 8/10 in Sparta and Eau Claire, also on Alaska. Close to that in Decorah as well. 6/10 in Viroqua, about a half an inch in Prairie du Chien and Black River Falls, and about a third of an inch in the Winona area. Much cooler because of that rain and cloud cover. Temperatures topping out only in the 60s in most spots. So a stark contrast to those last 4 days in the 80s here in La Crosse. Now the rain continues to shift south and east and out of our area. Still raining in portions of Crawford, Richland, Juneau, and Adams counties, but that will continue to gradually push off to the east. Otherwise mainly cloudy for the rest of us. Current temperatures in the 50s, including 59 in La Crosse, 56 in Eau Claire, 55 in Winona. Now, with some partial clearing possible overnight, watch out for some areas of fog overnight and into our Sunday morning. Lows in most spots in the 50s, including 53 in La Crosse. Now, we do run the chance for a few showers in spots tomorrow and Monday. I'll have all the details about that in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Bill. An honor tradition in La Crosse wasn't able to beat that rain. Stepping out in Pink's first year at Riverside Park was canceled due to lightning. Although walkers and staff are disappointed they couldn't fundraise for breast cancer research, the weather didn't stop them from supporting each other.
Folks are still out here walking as friends and family. They stuck around. People that were planning to walk stuck around to volunteer and help take down tents. And we took a moment as staff up here and looked out and just saw every single person coming together to help out their neighbor.
The fundraiser will not be rescheduled this year. However, you can still get your steps in and donate online. More information can be found at news8000.com. Stepping Out in Pink wasn't the only event affected by rain. The very last show of Moontune's 2022 season was also canceled and will not be rescheduled. The show was planned as a tribute to Woodstock with local musicians performing. Event organizers say that they are in contact with the performers and intend to have them return next year. And a celebration of love is once again coming to La Crosse. LGBT community members and allies took shelter at Logan High School for this year's Pride in the Park event. Organizers changed locations just yesterday to stay out of the rain. They say that they have been blown away by the La Crosse community's help.
It's just been amazing, the amount of people, the attendees. We've had so many community members just contact us and want to be part of the event.
Although the event moved inside, the activities didn't change. Visitors still had the chance to chat with local groups, buy goodies from merchants, and eat food from vendors. And your neighborhood is about to get sustainable. Habitat for Humanity is helping communities collaborate by launching their Renew the Block program. The goal of Renew is to make the community a great place to live, work, and play. Phase 1 of the project begins at Lincoln Middle School, and organizers say it is the perfect starting point.
Our first project that we wanted to do, we really wanted it to be a showcase project. We really wanted to show the community all the things that we could do when we come together.
The project will involve revitalizing Lincoln Middle by planting gardens of native plants and by implementing a stormwater runoff system. Renew the Block will repair the exterior of 3 homes near Lincoln. The fall auction has come early. The La Crosse Police Department finds hundreds of unclaimed stolen bikes each year and puts them up for auction at reduced price. Over 100 bikes were up for auction today. Some were brand new and some were a little battered, but police officials say the auction helps each person who attends.
I'm glad to see a lot of people wanting to come down here and purchase bikes at a reduced cost.
Purchased a bike at the auction, be sure to register it with the police department. And if your bike has been recently stolen, you might have a chance to claim it at Bike Barn on October 5th. And coming up, a connection to the Queen, a town in Wisconsin, is honoring the late monarch by remembering a touching story. Plus, your mental health could affect COVID-19. We'll have details in this week's MedWeek.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Sound Gear all digital hearing protection products block loud, harmful noises, but give you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Derek Van Orden, former U.S. Navy SEAL. Over 20 years of active duty, defending America in hostile territory. 5 combat tours, hundreds of missions, sea, air, and land. Now, he's on the most important no-fail mission of his life.
Saving America for my grandchildren and yours.
Grandpa, we're just going to the park.
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Yeah! Derek Van Orden and I approve this mission and this message.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Sound Gear all digital hearing protection products block loud, harmful noises, but give you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
As the world mourns the loss of England's longest reigning monarch, part of Queen Elizabeth II's legacy has a city in Wisconsin sewn into it. Catherine Merck has more on the historic mark that's left in Fort Atkinson.
It's right here at the Hoard Historical Museum in Fort Atkinson, where the Queen's legacy is being remembered. It proves it spreads far beyond the country where she ruled, and in the smallest ways possible.
It's definitely the end of an era for not only England, but also for the world.
Who would have thought that a little city in the middle of Wisconsin would have the memory of the Queen of England stitched in its past?
Well, it's definitely a claim to fame. You know, there aren't too many things that we have in Fort Atkinson that we can say went to royalty.
To understand the connection, we have to go back to 1947.
Fort Atkinson was the home of the Better Socks knitting mill. They made socks and hosiery for people around the turn of the 20th century. When Princess Elizabeth announced that she was going to get married, a nice woman from Neenah wrote her a note saying, is there anything that she could use to help with her wedding preparations? And Princess Elizabeth wrote back and said she could use stockings, because at that point England was still under wartime restrictions from World War II and stockings weren't readily available.
So the Queen's wedding socks were made right here? Well, we can't be too sure.
So we know that Better Sock stockings were sent to later Queen Elizabeth, prior to her wedding, and that she did have them in her possession. As to where she's wearing them, you know, in this picture on her wedding day, if she has Better Sock stockings on, I don't know, but it's a good chance.
Perhaps its only purpose could be to show that a royal monarch has the same needs as everybody else.
That she was such a normal person that what she asked for on her wedding day was socks.
Whether she wore the socks on one of her most important days of her life or just appreciated the gesture, this shows part of the Queen's life had this state threaded inside of it.
It's a wonderful part of her legacy, very near and dear to both Fort Atkinson and obviously Queen Elizabeth.
Reporting in Fort Atkinson, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
The Queen's firstborn son was proclaimed sovereign of the British monarchy early this morning. He is now officially called King Charles III. Coming up, an update on the latest COVID booster. The new vaccine protects against a powerful variant.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Still a chance for some showers later tomorrow, but plenty of dry time tomorrow as well. All the details of my 8-day forecast after the break.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Perkins Burger, Fries, and Pie combos are back, starting at $10.99. Mix and match any of our 100% Angus beef burgers with fries and a slice of any of our pies. And don't forget to order pumpkin pies and muffins from our bakery. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
These are actual crime scenes across Wisconsin, yet Mandela Barnes supports defunding the police.
The minute you talk about reducing a police department's budget, then it's like all hell breaks loose, and everybody acts like you're signaling Armageddon. But that's not the case. It's about reallocating funds.
And where did your tax dollars get reallocated to? More police security for Barnes. Mandela Barnes, less safety for you, more for him. Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Look at that. What you're seeing is Olson Solar Energy working in the sun to make the sun work for you. What you can't see are the lower or no energy bills, selling extra energy back to your electric company, and the increase in property value without an increase in property taxes. The sun works for homes and businesses. The only thing you need is Olson Solar working in the sun to make the sun work for you. now booking installations for 2023. Call Olson Solar Energy today.
New Astapro Allergy, now available without a prescription. Astapro is the first and only 24-hour storage-free spray. While other allergy sprays take hours, Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. So you can Astapro and go.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Are new windows in your future? We're a ProVia Platinum dealer with certified installers. We'll help you find the best style, color, and glass options for your budget.
Researchers identify another possible risk factor for long COVID and a new warning about breast implants. Michael George takes a look at some of this week's top health stories.
The FDA says certain cancers may develop in scar tissue in women with both textured and smooth breast implants filled with saline or silicone. Scientists say the cases are rare. Textured implants have already been linked to lymphoma. The first doses of a new COVID booster were given to Americans this week, with more coming to tens of thousands of locations nationwide. The new shots are designed to target the highly contagious Omicron variant, responsible for most COVID cases in recent months. Federal health experts believe the U.S. is moving towards an annual COVID-19 vaccine, similar to that of the flu shot. And experiencing psychological distress before COVID-19 infection can increase the risk of long COVID. That's according to Harvard researchers. They found depression, anxiety, worry, perceived stress, and loneliness were associated with a more than 30% increased risk of long COVID. Those are some of this week's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
All right, and we will take a break and send it over to weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Bill, what's it looking like outside?
Well, definitely a change thanks to that cold front last night. The last 4 days we were in the 80s, 84 yesterday. Today, 21 degrees cooler because of the rain and the cloud cover. Now, the silver lining, it knocks symptoms down for those allergies for ragweed and weed pollen. That's going to be the trend tomorrow and Monday as well. Boy, it was a wet day, a cloudy day. We needed the rainfall. You just hate to time it over a weekend, especially on a Saturday with all those outdoor plans. But some partial clearing this evening made for a nice scene in our western sky for many of us, although those of you to the south and east still had to deal with some rain, but definitely some nice colors with the sunset for many spots earlier this evening. High today 63, average high is 78, 99 and 34 are the records. And again, in case you missed it, just under 9/10 of an inch of rain out at the La Crosse Airport puts us close to average for the month, just 0.12 inches below average. 59 degrees out at the airport, same with downtown. Here at the station, winds are calm, and because of light winds, the wet ground, and also partial clearing, we could see some areas of fog later tonight. The Mississippi rising a bit, 5.40 feet. You folks in Eau Claire, 54 degrees. Winds are calm there as well. And the Chippewa falling a little bit, 759.4. Already some patches of fog over towards Sparta, Fort McCoy, Black River Falls, Eau Claire as well. And visibility tracker as we head through the overnight shows lots of zeros. What that means, a mile or less visibility potentially as we head into early tomorrow morning, and even through about 7 or 8 o'clock. So if you're heading out to church or any other early morning plans, keep that in mind that you may encounter some fog before it mixes out by mid to late morning. Temperatures in the 50s locally. You can see where that cold front resides right here, still 70s ahead of it. Most of our area, though, in the 50s, lower to middle 50s for most, although 59 still here in La Crosse, but about 5 to 15 degrees cooler right now than this time last evening. Now, the rain is now confined to Juneau and Adams counties, far southeastern parts of Richland County as well, as that continues to slowly move away as that frontal boundary does the same. Now, this low is going to ride up along that front and may throw a little bit more moisture back into our area tomorrow and Monday. Sky Tracker will show that nicely as we dry out overnight. Still some lingering clouds in spots, but notice how the rain kind of gets pushed back to the west later tomorrow into tomorrow night. And as that low finally gets kicked off to the east, still some wraparound showers into part of our Monday, but by afternoon, things should start to dry out. Now, rainfall totals, additional totals will be fairly light for our area, but boy, southeastern parts of the state could see as much as 1 to 3 inches plus of rainfall. All right, temperatures tomorrow, mid to upper 60s across the county, down to the south, a little bit cooler because of thicker cloud cover and higher rain chances, and then slightly warmer to the north and west where your rain chances are less, right around 70 or 71. in Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. So for tonight, we're getting rid of those rain showers, areas of fog later tonight into tomorrow morning. Lows near 53 in La Crosse, 68 tomorrow. Maybe some afternoon showers, especially south and east, and some lingering showers into Monday. Again, highest chance of south and east, and still cool tomorrow and Monday. Back in the mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and dry, and some 80s return later next week, along with some slight chances for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and unfortunately again into next weekend. But that's a ways off. Hopefully we can squeeze in a dry weekend for a change around here.
I gotta say, I was disappointed to see the weather will be warmer later in the week.
Yeah, the taste of fall today, kind of nice for some that are kind of done with the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, thank you, Bill.
Okay.
All right, coming up in sports, the Wisconsin Badgers looked for their second win of the season, but Kate is in next with why they're gonna have to wait.
Thank you for watching News 8 La Crosse. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers. News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
Think crime is bad now? Mandela Barnes would make it worse. Barnes would eliminate cash bail even after the Waukesha Christmas parade attack, supports amnesty and sanctuary cities for illegals, and had worked for a radical group that wants to defund the police. Barnes has a long record of smearing police while spending your tax dollars on security for himself. Mandela Barnes, wrong on crime, dangerous for Wisconsin. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We asked our customers what they love about Blaine's Farm and Fleet's auto service.
I'm getting all of my maintenance done here. I just had tires and brake job done last year. I'm getting an oil change today. I trust them with my car.
I had a battery put in here. They did a great job.
With Fleet in our name, you know we're auto experts. Schedule an appointment in-store or online and experience what others have since 1955. Tires and batteries, trust and care.
Enjoy time with your family by financing your adventurous side with Union State Bank. Whether you are looking to finance your dream home, boat, snowmobile, UTV, vehicle, or camper, we can make your dreams become a reality. Contact one of our lenders in West Salem or Black River Falls for all your loan financing needs. Make life even more enjoyable by banking with Union State Bank. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Socialist Squad led the charge to defund the police and eliminate bail for dangerous felons. Now violent crime is surging in Wisconsin.
More people have been killed in Milwaukee this year than in any previous year.
Mandela Barnes attacked the Kenosha police and incited more violence.
The officer's deadly actions attempted to take a person's life in broad daylight. This felt like some sort of vendetta.
Mandela Barnes, dangerously liberal on crime.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
We enter week 2 of the college football season, and the competition gets kicked up a notch. Wisconsin hosting Power 5 opponent Washington State. Now, a little bit of a cool story in Washington State's head coach. He grew up in Wisconsin, played football at UW Stevens Point, and was a huge Badgers fan growing up, and now he has to face off against them. We go to Camp Randall Stadium, Big Ten versus Pac-12. Not a lot of offense early in this one, but the defense was making plays. Cameron Ward dropping back, looking for a man. He's going for the end zone, but Max Laffey making a play, gets the interception, and keeps Washington State off the scoreboard. All right, second quarter, Wisconsin trailing by a touchdown, but Graham Mertz is going to drop back and find his man, Clay Cundiff. And Cundiff in the corner finds the end zone. We're all tied up at 7. Later in the half, Badgers threatening, and Mertz to Cundiff again and crosses the goal line for his second touchdown. Wisconsin would go into the break with a 7-point lead. Second half, Washington State driving, Ward dropping back and scrambling. He finds the check down to Nakia Watson, the former Badger himself, turning on the Jets, going up the sideline into the end zone for the score. The Badgers offense gets shut out in the second half. Too many special team errors and turnovers, including this one late in the game. Badgers lose 17-14. In Minnesota, the Golden Gophers were hosting Western Illinois for their mental health awareness game, and they looked good, getting a huge win, 62-10. Tanner Morgan threw for just under 300 yards, and the team had over 300 yards rushing. Nothing against Western Illinois, but I don't think anyone should be shocked by the outcome of this one. UWL visiting Dubuque for some Division III football action. First half, UWL trailing, but check out Joey Stutzman. Takes the handoff, makes multiple guys miss, and finds the end zone to give UWL the lead. Later in the quarter, Cade Garcia, he's going to find Jack Studer on the crossing route. And Studer, check out this second effort, gets into the end zone for the score. What an effort out of him. Still in the second quarter, and this time it's Kaiser Helderbrand in at QB, and he takes it himself. Gets the score. The Eagles score 30 unanswered points to win 30-3. They're in Michigan taking on Wayne State next week. Happening tomorrow, not only the return of Green Bay Packer football, but we have a Packers versus Vikings matchup that could lead to a really good football game. This one is set to kick at 3:25 tomorrow afternoon in US Bank Stadium. The Packers are going to have to work for this one. No Allen Lazard. Well, he's still doubtful, so probably no Allen Lazard. And a lot of question marks on the offense. The Packers defense is going to have a tough time as well because the Vikings have a lot of firepower between Jefferson, Thielen, and Cook. Our own Rob Schiff is making the trip, and we'll have the highlights tomorrow night. Sparta Volleyball hosting an invitational today. And the hosts, they started off against Altoona and starting off strong. Ellie Faulkner right here with the kill to give Sparta the point. But Altoona would answer, and Maya Martinson gets the kill herself. Sparta trying to save the set, but just can't get it going, and Altoona takes set one. Second set, Sparta going for the kill. A nice block by Breely Gluck. Now Sparta working it back over again and does get it back over the net, but this sets up Altoona, and Emma Lima takes advantage, getting the kill. Altoona goes on to win set two and gets the win over the host 2-0. At the same invitational, we have Arcadia and GET. First set, Cadence Simmons, she's going to go up for the kill, but Arcadia defends it well. And now we have a bit of a back and forth. Both teams can't set up a good hit, but GET's Tatum Johnson tips it right to the perfect spot to secure the point. Same set, it's Caitlin Bremer with the kill for Arcadia. They take set one. We go to the second set, Arcadia serving, but GET defending well. And this sets up a huge kill by Kaylee Haug. Now Arcadia serving for match point, GET defending well, but what great court awareness by Samantha Berg lets it go out, and Arcadia wins in straight sets. Let's not forget about baseball. The Brewers trying to make the playoffs still, and early in this one, Willie Adames smokes one deep, and it's gone. His 27th of the year, Brewers up 2-0. Later in this one, man on third for Yelich, and he gets one through to center field. That's an RBI single. Brewers take the lead 3-1. Eighth inning, one on for Andrew McCutcheon, and he's going to give the Brewers some insurance. A two-run shot to dead center field, and the Brewers get a much-needed win, 5-1 over the Reds. And across the border in Minneapolis, the Twins were taking on divisional foe, the Guardians, but that one did not turn out well as the Twins lost 6-0. And the Cubs coming up short against the Giants, 5-2. There's not a lot of reasons I would show Cardinal highlights, but this man deserves some shine. Albert Pujols launching home run 696 tonight. That puts him in a tie with Alex Rodriguez with the fourth most home runs of all time. And he is now just 4 home runs away from number 700. We go to New York, the U.S. Open Women's Final. Iga Swiatek taking on Ons Jabeur. And check out this rally in set one. Swiatek making Jabeur run all over the court, and then perfect placement, gets one pass to take, or she would go on to take set one. All right, let's go to the second set. This one was back and forth, but Swiatek on match point. She has the serve. Jabeur returns it. Swiatek hits one back over, and then Jabeur, she just goes too long. Good awareness by Swiatek. She gets the point and is the U.S. Open champion. What a summer it's been for her, as she was also the French Open champion. And that's all I have for sports. We'll be right back.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Join us for Steppin' Out in Pink at Riverside Park, Saturday, September 10th. Help raise money to support breast cancer research at the Gunderson Norma J. Vinger Center for Breast Care. The 2002 Taste of Summer Beer and Wine Tasting is happening Saturday, September 10th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Clearwater Farm on Alaska.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor.
I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work.
Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems in the Rochester and La Crosse area. And we'd love to show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Dear Senator Johnson, living on a fixed income, it's a struggle. I paid into Social Security and Medicare every paycheck. So it was a slap in the face when you voted to weaken Medicare. That would increase out-of-pocket costs. And when you wanted to let Wall Street gamble with Social Security. Senator Johnson, you look out for yourself and your fat cat donors, but have forgotten about us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. Kickstands are up on the 22 riding season. Come experience it with us. We'll be having events all season long. Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, we want to see you here.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Cooley Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Cooley Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
A community service organization hosted a jam-packed day of fun for people with special needs. The La Crosse Kiwanis Club organized a day of fun for everyone at Copeland Park. And Aquinas' student-led Impact Club helped lead events. Each student had their very own buddy for the day. While it may not be common for high schoolers to help out in this way, they say volunteering is as simple as showing up.
I think it breaks the standard, obviously, but we're just trying to make the community a better place, really.
Thing including the food was free for people of all ages. The club was hosted the event for the last 48 years. And Chicago Shed Aquarium has welcomed some new animals into its family. The new arrivals are 3-year-old Charger and his 3-month-old pup, the youngest sea lion to ever arrive at the aquarium. Charger was raised by Tanner. Tanner is the largest and oldest sea lion in the shed's care. A care team is hand-carrying the pup to ensure he develops properly since he was rejected by his mother, according to the shed. The shed says the pup will be slowly introduced to other sea lions and learn how to socialize with his caretakers and participate in training sessions. The shed is home to 3 generations of sea lions. And we will have one last check of your forecast when we return.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools and give it to private schools instead? His plan would increase property taxes by $500 million. Tim Michaels is too radical and too divisive.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 2.49% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 Double Jackpot Days. If a jackpot is won, there's a 1 in 2 chance that it doubles. This offer is included with every Badger 5 purchase, only in September. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Who's the best team?
GNT!
No, Vikings!
GNT!
Vikings!
GNT!
There's no debate. It's GNT Heating and Air Conditioning for the best furnace team in the area. Each of our experts is prepared to help you with the sales, service, and installation of the comfort system that is ideal for your home or business. Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
called GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Again, watch out for areas of fog overnight into our Sunday morning, low in La Crosse of 53. Tomorrow still cool, upper 60s, chance for some showers later in the day and into tomorrow night, even lingering into part of Monday.
All right, thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you back here tomorrow.